G'day, g'day everyone. Outback Vaping here. Hope you're having a bloody ripper day. I do believe we are live at the moment. Think we're up and running. Wicked. Alright, so today's review. Another big one. We have a 41mm RCA V2 LE from Voltrove. So yeah, Thomas, brother, hope you're having a bloody ripper day, mate, as always. Anyway, so we're going to flip this down, have a bit of a sticky beak at it, bang a build in it. Ben, how's it going, mate? And yeah, tell you what I think of it. So I did get this second hand because they're not really easy to come by now, and got it off my good mate Darren Hughes actually, and I will be using his juice, Belly Jam Donut by E-Fuel. And yeah, let's take this little beauty down, have a sticky beat, bang build in it. I'll tell you what I think. Let's flip it. Alright, hang on, and there we go. That's our box. We'll take it in a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. And notice we got unit mods, light up customs, and Voltrove. Unit mods and Voltrove just go hand in hand together. Alright, anyway, let's get into this. You've seen the boxes, everyone knows what the box looks like. What's in the box in the box? Alright. Bloody, she's tight. It has been taken out and given a nice clean. We'll stick that down here. Got a goodies bag, O-rings, grub screws, Allen key. I will be using the Allen key because I can't be bothered looking for mine, to be honest. So we got some spares in our little peripheral pouch, as people like to call them. Spare glass, and that's it. Alright, might bang the shorty glass on a bit later. I want to try it as a big boy to start off with. Alright, so here's the tank. Side airflow, juice flow control. Oh, nice stiff drip tip. I like it when the rubbers are nice and tight. I hate it when you get these loose drip tips. So we have half turn twist top to fill. Nice deep, well, not deep juice well, bloody bugger me. Nice big kidney holes. Fill that easy. Do my favourite trick, take the lid off and just dump the bottle straight in. So do like that. Very hefty though. Got quite a bit of weight to it. Like, look how thick this is. It's just a solid piece of steel just about. It's quite beefy. Could have cut down half the weight just by cutting down on some of the metal in this lid, to be honest. It's quite hefty there. Alright, take the bottom off. Very similar base to the Titan, in the fact that you unscrew the bottom of it. Sorry about that, I choked up. Unscrew the bottom of it all. This all comes off nicely, and you remove your deck like so. So you can have this filled with juice, flip it upside down, stick it off to the side, and you should be right. Pull your deck out, do a rebuild, everything's good to go. I do like that feature. It makes it nice and versatile, and you don't lose juice. You don't have to worry about having all your juice gone before you start. The airflow ring doesn't lock, she's free flowing. And we have two setups. We've got this big beefy one, we've got this little skinny one, and that's mirrored on the opposite sides. So when one open, the other's open as well. But she is non-lockable, she just free spins. Alright, let's take this apart. Threading on this is absolutely beautiful. Weight compared to, it's quite heavy compared to the Titan, I will say that. I do think it's actually slightly heavier than the Hive even, so it is quite a weighty tank, to be honest, mate. Alright, anyway, that came apart nice and easy. Take the glass off. Now if you want to put the short stubby glass on, you take this little extension chimney here off, just like so. Take your other glass, bang it on and screw it together. Easy done. As I said, I'm going to be rocking the big boy, so I'll screw that back together. Threading on every single last part of this so far has been really, really nice. Glass slides in nicely. Tolerances so far absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So no complaints so far on tolerances or build quality, to be honest. Everything seems to flow and turn and move quite nicely. And here is our build deck. So basically you're going to put your coils in, stuff your cotton down and just sit it nicely on top of these. That's where your juice is going to come in, through the base here. So you don't want to stuff it through, but you want to sit it nice, nice and firmly on top, but not tuck it the whole way through. Alright, so let's bang some bloody coils in it. These are some 4mm braids that I knocked up a bit earlier on myself. Just there. 4mm. Now, because these screws come from the sides, as you can see, something I really hate, I've pre-twisted my legs. So to do that, just grab a pair of pliers, give them a little tweak, and off you go. Alright. Now this is where I might go quiet for a minute while I'm concentrating, if I need to. Sometimes I don't. Oh. And we're dropping stuff. Bloody hell, sorry about that, fellas. It's quite warm here today. And if you didn't notice, my backdrop has changed. We have a new setup here on Outback Vaping. Later on I'm hoping to get the camera set up a little bit better so you can see a little bit more of the tanks behind me. Happens to be my snake tank, so never know, might get lucky one day while I'm doing a review, might see him out and about having a bit of a slither around, having a good old time. Alright, so we've backed our screws off. Let's see how hard this is to build. So one up the top, one down the bottom. Slides in quite nicely. Don't even think I need to worry about these because I've pre-twisted my legs. One up the top, one down the bottom. Slides in quite nicely. Well, look at that. Very, very, very easily to insert. Place them roughly about there for now. I should be able to tweak them out there. Has got quite a long thread on these screws, but it is buttery. I mean buttery smooth. So a lot smoother than I was anticipating, to be honest. Something I did look at earlier, and I will point out, is you will have to raise your coils a bit, I think, from what I can tell. Just because of the way the airflow is set up. So, we'll point it out in a second, what I'm looking at anyway. Back that one off just a tad. There we go, push him through a little bit more. Oh, sorry, am I off screen? Alright, no, still here. Alright, tighten down that leg, flip her around, get this other side in. Make some quick adjustments, trim these legs. Good thing about doing it this way, you get to see if I do stuff up while I'm doing it, so, you know, I could wick it, absolutely stuff it, and thing could piss out everywhere, and you'd know what I'm doing. So, snip one leg, snip the other, close your eyes, do whatever you need to do. I have a bad habit of staring at it while I'm doing it. I'll probably end up getting a piece in my eye one day, again. Alright, trimmed back. Let's get our rods. give it a slight little lift and a tweak. Lift and a tweak. This one doesn't want to sit quite right. Now I want the top of my coil to be slightly higher than them posts. Just ever so slightly. Like so. I'll clean the rest of that up in a second. Now, what I'll do is I'll show you why. Get this airflow to spin a bit. Ooh. Hang on. Need something to grip hold of here. Alright, hang on. There we go. Sorry about that, fellas. 2 seconds. Alright. So when you look from the side, you can see my hand straight through there. See my fingers? So we'll insert this. Line that up. It's got 2 little tabs that you've got to line up on the sides here. So we'll insert. Just get that across just a bit. Do it to it being 40 degrees. It's starting to dry out a tad. So now, when you look through there, the coils block it. Whereas if you have it slightly lower than that, you're actually going over the top. You're not, yeah, sort of going straight over the top of the coil, and this way you can just ever so slightly get underneath it. I wonder if I've got, hang on, here we go, let's see, torch, get the torch down here. Whoop. And you can sort of, hang on, don't want to blind you, see how I'm going. I've got clearance just under the coil there now. So you need to raise those coils just a little bit, is what I was thinking, to help get that airflow under and around the coil. Alright. Now, I will be using the Laismo to prime my coils, wick it, and then we'll bang it all together and smash it, see what we think. So, well, we're up a bit high there. We'll take this right down. Alright. Let's see how we go. Alright, well they're glowing up quite nicely, almost straight off the bat. Now these are quite springy coils. Braids tend to be. Can also be a little bit tricky to work with sometimes, so no one of them doesn't look the greatest, but it will work still the same. Alright, we're glowing pretty good there. Just take that up a little bit more. And there we go, that's looking just nice. Alright. Let's bang this, some cotton in this. Today I'm using some canna cotton. I have found this stuff absolutely brilliant in with bigger coils in bigger RTAs. Seems to really keep up with the juice quite well. So we're going to need quite a chunky bit. Working with the 4mm inner diameter. Take that little strand off. Don't need him. That might have a little bit much on there. There we go, take a bit more off. Can't hurt. Alright, let's pull this through. Nice. Just like so. And me being the stingy guy I am, as always, we'll just snip that off about here. Pull that back through a tad. There we go. Now grab the other bit. Back the other way. Alright, now take it down and trim. I'm going to trim from underneath the deck. I reckon that'll give me roughly the right amount of cotton I need. A few of you guys would have used them before, so now I'm going to just put a little bit of juice on mine. Not enough to wet it, just enough to work with it up the top here. Right, get my trusty screwdriver. I've got a couple of flyaways down here. Alright, so just smooth over the top like so, and then I lift and sit it in here. Now, like I said, you want to cover these holes firmly, but not to the point that they're poking all the way through down the bottom. So, nice firm little, fill those little grooves that are in the bottom there. Alright. Give us a second. Nearly done. That's looking pretty good there to me. Alright, let's get a bit more of Darren's juice. And yes, I am normally 100% DIY juice and coils, but Darren over at E-Fuel and Vape, oh, absolutely scrumdiddlyumptious. Alright. Take that up just a little bit more. And these come in at about 0.25. Alright, they look juiced up good enough to me. Let's bang this together and have a tea. Take that off. Still a little bit warm. We'll insert that in here like so. Oh, look at that, first shot. Bang this base on. While we're here, we'll make sure that the juice flow control is in the locked position, and then I should be able to, there we go, unlock. So locked and unlocked. So currently in the locked position, so that way when I top it up, hopefully it doesn't go everywhere. Set our glass on, get our chimney. It's hard to keep on screen and watch what you're doing on screen at the same time sometimes, but there we go. Alright, that's that together. We're gonna hang that back on top. Some more jelly jam donut. At the moment, juice is quite thin. As I said, it's 40 degrees here, so I'm not going to go all the way. Alright, push, half turn, we're together. I should be able to unlock the juice flow control. Nice and easy. And there we go. Easy done. Alright, let's flip it back up and I'll tell you what I think of the Voltrove V2 LE 41mm. Okay, let's flip this. And we're back up top. G'day, g'day, I'm back again. Alright, so main reason why I wanted to get this thing is I actually have the 40mm Hive and I also have the 41mm Titan. So later on I will be doing a comparison video with all three of them side by side and give you an overall which one I think of the 40mm plus RTAs out in the market I prefer. So yeah, let's give this a hit, and I'll bit low on the watts there. We'll take that up to sitting on 200 watts, 0.74, 7.4 volts. I love that airflow. It's nice, wide open. We'll try the smaller one. Might have to take that. Look, don't like that. We'll spin it. It's a little bit tight. Alright, we'll take that down to 150. Ooh. That brings out different flavours in the juice. So far, flavour. Flavour is definitely up there with the Hive. Airflow, very, very similar to the Titan. Probably a little bit more airy. Not as airy as the Hive. So it is a cloud chucker machine. Wicking beautifully. No drips. No leaking. It's just flowing beautifully. Big bubbles coming out on this side. Bubbles are coming up that fast. By the time I've brought it back up to have a look, they've already been and gone. So Oh, there's another one. I'd have to give this for 40mm plus, 40 to 41mm plus RTAs. I will have to give this a friggin' 8 out of 10. Definitely. Hive, 8 out of 10 up there. Titan, probably a 7.5 out of 10. But Titan takes them on the build. So, but there you go. Voltrove. I just had a mental blank. The Voltrove 41mm RTA LE. There you go, fellas. If you can get one, grab one. Strongly recommend it. Fucking heavy thing. Like you could knock out the father-in-law with that thing. Just back of the head. No. But yeah, nah. Build quality great. Flavour great. It takes monster coils for those of you out there, a bit like me, that like those heavy hitters and like to have a little bit of fun with your builds. So yeah, strongly recommend it. Up there with the Hive and the Titan, most definitely. And I will be back with a comparison review on all three. Let you know which one I reckon's the best. So scratch you later. Hope you have a bloody ripper day, and I'll see you here next time on Outback Vaping. Enjoy.